Imagine installing a trusted Python library and without clicking anything, it silently steals your credentials, hijacks your GitHub, and starts infecting other developers through you. Sounds scary, right? This is an incident that took place recently with PyTorch Lightning. PyTorch is one of the top choices when it comes to libraries for AI research and model development. PyTorch Lightning is used to automate a lot of the tasks that need to be done within PyTorch manually, such as writing boilerplate code. This wasn't your ordinary malware attack. This belonged to a category called supply chain attacks, such as the infamous NPM hacks that you must be aware of. In these hacks, attackers compromise tools that developers already trust. To simplify how this and many other supply chain attacks work, let's break it into three phases. The first step is compromising the maintainer. The first step is to compromise a maintainer's account, who could either be a person or a CI/CD pipeline. This is done through techniques like phishing and MFA bypassing. Once they have the credentials for the account, the second phase begins. The second phase, let us call it releasing the poison. They then inject a tiny hook into a file such as packet.json, specially in pre-install or post-install scripts, which, for example, tells the computer, before you install this library, run this hidden script first. And the interesting part is, most of the times, the attackers will directly publish the package to the NPM registry. So even if it looks clean on GitHub, the real poison code stays on NPM, from where other developers download it directly through npm install. It's a command that we use. The third phase is steal and spread. Every developer that downloads this package, their laptop is now scraped for secrets, and the worm is further spread into projects that a developer has touched. Even more dangerous in CI/CD pipelines, let's say a pipeline is set to automatically fetch and upload NPM packages. Their entire organizational secrets, such as AWS secrets, production database passwords, all of them are just stolen. Now, you understand how supply chain attacks work. Let's get back to our original topic for the day. So, the current attack, as we discussed, revolves around the poisoning of the Lightning package in Python. So on April 30th, two poison versions of Lightning, version 2.6.2 and 2.6.3 were published. Just like for the Node Package Manager, an attacker would steal NPM tokens. Python packages are managed by the Python Package Index, or PyPI, for which PyPI tokens are required. So the attack starts with the maintainer's PyPI token being compromised, allowing the attacker to upload malicious versions 2.6.2 and 6.3 directly to the registry. If you check GitHub, the code would be clean, but the registry has been infected. Inside those packages, there is a hidden runtime directory which contains a tiny Python script called start.py. The moment you import Lightning, a background thread spawns that silently executes this script start.py without any visible error messages, keeping the model training perfectly in the foreground. Now, start.py here is just a bootstrapper whose main job is to download and launch the Bun JavaScript runtime. This is because Bun is a single ultra-fast file that doesn't need to be installed. It gives the attacker a high-performance environment to run their massive 11 megabytes malicious script called router runtime.js. Bun executes this script instantly, scraping your machine for AWS keys, SSH credentials, and GitHub tokens even before your first dataset is loaded. Once the script has your GitHub personal access tokens, it validates them against GitHub's API to see what you can write to. Once it gets that, the worm finds every repository you have access to and injects these same malicious files into multiple branches per project. It signs these commits as a legitimate bot impersonating Anthropic's Claude code, making the poison code look like a legitimate update. Scary, right? The most alarming detail is that the malware modifies the developer's local npm packages and repacks the .tgz tarballs. So while it is scraping your machine for credentials, it also spots any Node.js projects, find the packet.json file, and adds a post-install script there as well. It also automatically increases your project's version number, for example, from 1.0.4 to 1.0.5, to make it look like you just uploaded a fix. It then runs a command to repack this poisoned code into a .tgz file, which is the standard format for npm packages. The next time you run npm publish, the scenario repeats and the worm spreads further. Talking about the current status, the Lightning maintainers have officially acknowledged the breach, confirming that versions 2.6.2 and 6.3 are indeed malicious credential harvesting tools. While the investigation is ongoing, initial evidence points to a GitHub account compromise. While the project is currently quarantined by the PyPI administrators to prevent further infections, if you're a developer, this is what you must do right now. You must immediately roll back to version 2.6.1 and rotate all the credentials and tokens that were present on the machine when the infected version was installed or imported. If you have reached this part of the video, I know that the video was typically short as compared to the topic it was covering, and I intentionally kept the video really simple with minimal text just to make sure that I cover everything that I understood myself. And if you have any suggestions, please do let me know down in the comments below. Again, thanks for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.